I'm down at Brixham over at Freshwater Car Park, and we're just coming down here to have a go with 6-metre poles. We've done this before, but this time we've got a slight edge. We've got some decent live prawns, and we're going to be using those on the pole rigs to see how we do. Last time I had 14 good ones. Today, let's see what goes on. When you're using live prawns for bait, you need to look after them. You've got to keep oxygen going into the water, which is why an aerator is essential. But you've also got to keep the temperature of the water down. If you don't change it, the water will get hotter and hotter until the prawns shed their shells or die. You also notice that I use a small aquarium net to catch them before hooking them from bottom to top in the second to third segment from the tail. This is because human hands are coated in serine, an amino acid, which taints the water and doesn't do the prawns any good. When a seal began to take an interest in what we were doing, it was time to get the poles out of the water. I like seals, but they can be very perilous when you're actually fishing, especially if you're using a pole. The last thing you want is a 200-pound seal attacking any wrasse that you're trying to get in. Your pole is certainly not going to survive it. I very much doubt whether it would do the wrasse any good either. As the tide began to recede, my friend Michael, who's a competitive little soul, hooked into a much larger fish. He was really chuffed, but then he got it stuck in the weed. Ah. However, with a couple of little tweaks, I was able to shift the line and get the fish moving once again. And so Michael found himself landing a very nice fish, the biggest of the day, weighing £2, 12 ounces. It was nice to see the larger fish, but I should have known that it wouldn't stop there. After a few minutes, Michael then gave a little curious grunt at the side of me and once again proceeded to bring in another large wrasse. Not quite so big. This one was £2, 6 ounces, but still, it was a nice way to finish the morning. Over the course of the morning, we'd had 14 fish in total. 10 of those were wrasse, 3 of them fairly small, but not disgraceful. 7 of them all around the £1.5 up to £2.12 mark. So it was a good morning. The bass was an added bonus, and Michael, right at the end, as the camera batteries failed, had a little tiny conger, probably about 12 to 14 ounces. Ah, bless. It was a good morning, and it just shows what fun the poles can be. Thank you for watching. It is very much appreciated. And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please hit the subscribe button underneath. We very much appreciate it when people do. Thank you. Goodbye.